Okay, so we've imported, or I'm sorry, we have created the table. And so now the next thing we want to do is import. And I've shown you how to do this before in another video, but let's go ahead and run this import. And so now SQL is angry with us. So I go here and look at what is our error. And so it's saying that it's missing data for a particular column. Let's see, context, and it's saying it's trying to copy from the individual, and it gives us this long thing here. So this is something that frustrated me for a little while here, because this is a file with more than 9.3 million records. So Notepad's not going to open it. Most text editors just weren't able to open this, and so to try to figure out what was going on and why this was happening was huge. It was a big problem. And so finally, what I did is I actually found a text editor that could handle something this large, and its name is, I don't know how you pronounce that, Vim, so GVIM. And so I think that there is a Linux and Mac version as well. It's free software, and it can handle this level of records and rows. And so something I also did here was I split the big file up into smaller ones, but this can actually handle the entire thing. So you'll see individual contributions 4, because I split it up into, I think, about 90 different records to try to find out what was going on here. And so one of the first things I noticed after opening this is, despite it having the name of CSV, which stands for comma separated value, to let us to tell us that the delimiter is a comma, opening it up, you see something, and if you were paying attention to the error message, you might have also seen this. This is not a comma delimited or CSV file. What we have here is a pipe delimiter, and so you can see that right off the bat that it's a different type of delimiter. And what I eventually found out looking for this is why this was going wrong is there are escape characters in here. So this backslash here actually happens to have significance, and that is an escape character. And what was happening was this at times was escaping one of the delimiters. So anytime we had this escape character and it was right next to a delimiter, well, that delimiter was no longer doing its job, or sometimes this escape character would be next to a quote, and so it would be escaping that quote. And if it was the end of a quote, then you could have a problem where SQL thought that a quote had not been closed yet, and it will really mess up a line by believing that one of these pipes is actually part of a quote. So this is what happened here. And so how I fixed this was I wanted to do a replace all, and I wanted to replace it all with something that I did not believe I would find naturally in this set. And so I created a 3-character sequence here. And so it's just a parentheses around the pound sign here, the hash mark, however you want to call that. And then I did a replace all. And so it will run through all of these and continue finding it, hopefully here. Let's go. Replace all. Pattern not found out. So maybe that is what You need to put doubles there. I don't know if it will find that. So it's saying it has not found any more of these, and so let's see if that is actually correct. Being an escape character, sometimes it takes particular issue with this. Okay, I'm not finding any more of these, so that should be good. And so with that, once you have solved that issue here, it's a very good lesson to learn that, you know, in the real world, data does not come in very nice, cleaned formats. And so sometimes you have to go in and recognize that even though it says it's a CSV file, it's actually being delimited by some other delimiter. And then go and look for places that might cause problems, like having escape characters and switching them out. And so let me go ahead and do a true save as. See if this file will import for me now. See if it'll be nice. So here we go. We have our columns here. And so on miscellaneous, I just changed the delimiter to a pipe delimiter. And now I'm going to go ahead and import. And hopefully it will be nice to me here. There we go. Saying done. And so now let me go ahead and put a limit on this. Okay. So now we have our text in here, and it is working nicely. Okay, so now we have our stuff in, and in the next video we will start and say how we're going to match this information, because there is no what we call primary key from individuals here to individuals in our data set. And so that will be for the next video.